Brewmaster's a weird one. He's a carry, but can be also played as a support sometimes because he's not exactly that item reliant. He needs just some core items, and then he's done. He mostly needs levels, which a support is kind of what they're supposed to do. His Q, Thunderclap, is a area of effect nuke and debuff, slows movement speed and attack speed while dealing damage, and lasts extra time on creeps. It's pretty basic. Cinderbrew trenches an area and alcohol. It's basically a debuff that makes them move slower, and once they take damage, they burn for a certain amount of time. Drunken Brawler is the fun one. Once you activate it, you move faster and slower. It kind of shifts weirdly and has a high chance, really high chance, of dealing extremely high critical damage. And you have a random chance to dodge attacks. That's projectiles uh, and physical attacks, but it's only limited to attacks and not spells. Primal Spirit is the weird one, and I'm going to have to demo this to show it to you. Basically, he after a cast time, he splits into three. There we go. Here we go. Level up just to 18, so I can show you primal split. But after a certain amount of time, he splits into these three units: fire, storm, and earth elementals. The fire elemental moves at maximum speed, has high attack damage, and has this passive permanent immolation, which just deals damage per second to targets it's close to. And I'm going to need to recast this with free spells so I can show you the next one. The Storm Elemental has the most abilities, the lowest attack, and I think is this. No, it's not the slowest. It's the second slowest, but it's the lowest attack of the two. And it's three abilities. The first ability is Dispel, which in this big area it dispels any buffs that the opponents have. Cyclone just puts up in the people up in the air for a very extended period of time, 8 seconds, sorry, 6 seconds, and 20 seconds on a non-hero unit, which is insane. But basically, while they're flying up there, they can't take any damage. So yeah, you can set up things with your opponents, or you can just take players out of the game for a long time. Say you use that on the enemy carry, well then they wouldn't be able to help in the team fight. Then his last ability, Windwalk, makes him turn invisible, makes him move significantly faster, and the first attack out of invisibility deals, if it didn't miss, would deal bonus damage. Lastly, the Earth Spirit, which I'm going to wait for it to refresh. The Earth Spirit has two passives, spell immunity, so as the name implies, cannot be dealt damage from spells, and Demolish, which deals bonus damage to buildings. This building is taking way, see, I say dealing 104, and when it goes out, I'm going to deal 33, so that's kind of what it does. And then lastly, the Q Hurl Boulder. It's a short cooldown, throw a boulder at a guy, and stun them for 2 seconds. Pretty basic move. Anyway, I'm going to quit out of this. But yeah, you want to build him as a either a high damage carry and tank, off tank, or just go full tank and make him a support.